Okay guys, so this is 1-2 part 2. So, example 4, find the domain and range of a function using the table of values. So my domain, again, what does domain stand for? It is all of my x values. Okay, so really all I'm going to do is just copy down all the x values, but I'm going to put them in numerical order. So I have 0, 1, 2, 5. Range, again, is all of my y values. So, looking at them, it's 2, 3, 4, 9. So, pretty simple. Go ahead and try the next one. For the next one, we should have -10, -6, 3, and 8. My range is 10, 12, 13. We have two 13s. Should I write them both down? No, I shouldn't. There's no repeating. Okay, so go ahead and try this next one. We should have 17, 19, 21, and 22. My range, everything's just -2, so I'm just going to write down -2. And then for the last one, again, domain is your x values, range is your y values. So looking at my x values, the smallest one is -3, 4, and 6. For my y values, my smallest number is -2, 0, and +2. Okay, now find the domain and range for each of the graphs. Okay, so looking at this, my domain, again, is my x values. So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have one at -4. I have one at -3. I have a dot at -2. Where's my other one? Right here. So I have 0, 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4. These are all of this is my domain. So this is saying very specifically at each of these points, like the graph is existing. Everywhere else it is not. That's why we're not putting it in parentheses, because we want to make sure we understand these are points, not lines. My range, so starting down at the bottom, I'm at -2, -1, +1, +2, +3. Okay, so again, these are only points. We are looking at very specific points. This next one, we have a whole line. So this is telling me that I'm either using parentheses or brackets. So where does this start? So if I start off at the left, it starts at 1, 2, 3, 4. So -4. And then where does it go as we go further right? So we are going all the way to 1. Now, are we using a parenthesis or a bracket, or one of each? They are both going to be brackets. The reason why we're saying that is because we have closed dots there. If they were open, then it would be parentheses. Okay, my range, what is my lowest point? Well, 1, 2, so -2, and my tallest point is 1, 2, 3, so +3. Brackets or parentheses? Again, same thing, we are putting brackets because they are equal to them. Okay, go ahead and try this last one on your own. Okay, so we should have -4, -2, 0, 2, +4. And then 0, 2, 4 is my range. Again, these are just points, so it's not everything that's in between these two things. These are very specific points. There are no lines. Okay, so now let's do that for this next one. So do we have points or a line? We have a line. Starting off at the left, it's starting over here. It's starting over here, so it has arrows. If it has an arrow on the left side, that means we're going from -infinity. And then if I'm going off on the right side, it has another arrow, so that means we're going to +infinity. And is this brackets or parentheses? It'll be parentheses because there is no dot there. It is just saying, hey, it's going on for forever. Okay. For my range, what is the lowest point that this thing can go? Well, it looks like it's right here. So we're going to say -7. And then what is the tallest? Well, it has two arrows pointing up, so that means it's going up for forever. So I'm going to put infinity. What am I going to put in front of this -7? Parenthesis or a bracket? I'm going to put a bracket. What about for infinity? Parenthesis or bracket? Parenthesis. Perfect. Okay. So let's go ahead and look at this next one. So let's start going off on the left. So where's the first place that we come in as we walk in from the left? Well, it looks like right here, which is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to put -7, and then we're going to continue going in this direction. So we're going across, going across, going across. Oh, the furthest right that this thing goes is over right at this point. So that's at 1, 2, 3. So -7 or +3. Is this going to be brackets, parentheses, or one of each? It'll be both brackets. Okay, my range. Now for my range, we're going up from the bottom. So we're starting at the bottom. The very lowest point is right there, which is at -1. And then what is the top point? So the tallest. So the tallest is going to be at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So at 9. So we have -1, 9. Parentheses, brackets, or one of each? They're both going to be brackets again because it actually touches those points. Okay, I want you to go ahead and try this next one on your own. Okay, so we should have gotten, starting off on the left side, so what's the furthest that we go from the left? -infinity. So I put -infinity, and then it goes off to the left or to the right for forever, so +infinity. For this one, again, we want parentheses because it's infinities. Okay, for range, it starts right down here, so at -2, and then it goes up for forever. So that tells me that I'm going to have bracket -2, comma, infinity, parenthesis. Okay, so go ahead and try this last one. We should have gotten -infinity, +infinity for the domain, and -infinity to +infinity. So looking at it, it starts coming from the left. It starts at -infinity because it goes off for forever, and as it goes off on the right, it goes off for forever. The lowest, it doesn't have a lowest point, so we're saying -infinity. As it goes up for forever, so that's again +infinity. Make sure you put parentheses again. That's going to be one of the big things is realizing, do we use parentheses or brackets? Okay, so I'm going to give you homework on this, so make sure you get that done, and then I will talk to you tomorrow.